Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everybody. So, as y'all know, we were doing the series on how to create a digital planner, and I was actually going to be creating this digital planner for myself. As y'all know, I was going to be creating a business planner for myself to use. So, we are going to use some of our tools to help make this process go by way quicker. As you can see, we have our actual cover that we got from the Altiair cover studio, right? So we have our actual cover that we got from the Altiair cover studio, and we will be continuing on with the series, right? So that is what we're going to be doing today. As y'all know, when I was actually recording yesterday and I was recording this side, right, we were getting all of these pages together, right? So we was getting the page for the yearly as well as the monthlies for this side tab. As I was doing that, we had a storm, right? We had a storm that actually knocked out the powers. So when I had the storm, good morning, and you have a blessed Monday as well, love. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, God woke me up this morning, and I'm super happy about that, and I thank God. So thank you for that. Sorry, y'all. It looks like I'm starting to come under the weather or something. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so we did these tabs yesterday. We actually created the interior pages for those yesterday on live. But what happened was we didn't finish it. We got to October, and then we was having a storm on my end. Thank you, love. We was having a really bad storm on my end, and that storm ended up knocking out the power. So the power cut off. So I didn't end up finishing this on live, this part. So I did these three off live, but we did from here up on live. So y'all should already know how to do the months and everything. So I didn't get to load the actual, I didn't get to save the load of the actual last part of the planner. So we're going to just go back to the chat that we were in. We're going to take the information from there. And then we're going to also go back to the Altiair Planner Studio, and we're going to have to put each thing in from the beginning because, like I said, the power cut off when we was on live yesterday. So I lost all of that information, okay? So we're going to be going back and entering that information into the actual, entering the information from the cover studio into the actual planner studio, okay? Now, this part is finished. Like I said, I finished these two off live, and we did the October, but it glitched because the storm that we had knocked the powers, so it glitched, so I ended up doing this part off live. So the rest of them that we have up here, I'm going to go ahead and finish those interior pages for this live series. And again, if you're new here, this is going to be a series on how to create a digital planner starting from scratch, because I'm actually creating this planner for me to use myself, actually. So this is actually going to be a series. So we're going to create this full planner together, and it's going to be an actual series. So in this live, we're just going to be probably most likely creating the pages for the top part, which is this up here, since we already did this. So we're going to be creating all of the custom pages, which this section is going to be pretty easy because most of these pages are custom sections. And what I want to do for this is I want to have these as blank pages. I want to have these as blank pages so that when I go to this page, like if I go to custom page 1, when I go to it, I can add any template that I want to at that time that I'm filling at that time. I can add any template there. Same thing with custom notes. I have this, and I specifically put custom notes instead of just putting notes because I want this to be a custom page so that when I click on it, I can add any notes that I would like, or I can duplicate the page in in the software GoodNotes, I can duplicate the page, and then I can after I duplicate the actual page, I can add another template on top of it where it's another note section. So that is why I have a custom notes instead of a regular notes. There's a pre-built notes within inside of the system. So that is what I'm doing. So all these pages, all 6 of these pages, it's going to be custom. So we only need to generate one blank page of this layout with the one blank page. And then we're going to use all of those for this. Now, the social media, the vision board, this is what I have for my vision board layout. So the social media, the vision board, and the index is all going to be pages that we're going to have to create for this, okay? So far, in the last live part of this series, we were able to actually create all of these pages right here before the storm happened and the storm cut the lights off. We were able to get to like right to October. So then I finished the rest off live. So this is the page, some of the pages that we got for those of you that hold on guys. This was the pages that we got for those of you that missed that live. So this is the actual yearly that we got. As you can see, everything matches, the coils, the tabs, everything matches here. And then this was like the vision board one. And then this was the actual monthly. So this was some of the monthlies, right? So that was that. That was that. So now let's go ahead and start getting into how we're going to actually create this, right? We're going to get into how we're going to actually create this and start finishing out our pages. So we already have this tab right here, this side. So we don't need the yearly or the June, July, August. We don't need none of those because we did those on live yesterday. Okay. So now what we're going to do is this section up here, right? So that is what we're going to work on doing for this section up here. Okay, so I'm going to start from here and I'm going to work my way to the end because these sections right here is going to be the easier. These right here is going to be the easier ones from custom notes all the way here because these are all custom pages. So for this layout for myself, I just want these to be blank pages. Okay. Whereas these up here, they're actually going to be actual pages. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. So first we're going to come to the actual cover studio. We're done with the cover studio. This is what created this digital planner, the cover studio. The Altiair cover studio is what actually created this digital planner. But but I didn't save it onto the planner studio because like I said, when we had the storm yesterday and it cut the lights off, I didn't have time to save nothing because I didn't even know it was going to be that bad. So I wasn't expecting anything like that to happen. So I didn't go ahead and save anything. So I pretty much lost that. So I'm going to have to go back to the chat that we were already in. And then we're going to have to move forward from there. So that is how we're going to have to do that. Thank you for the likes, love. So let's get started, shall we? So let's come over here to the cover studio, right? And I'm going to open up that file from when we actually created the cover of the digital planner, right? So I'm going to open up that file. So as you can see, it's preloaded here, but it's not the one that we was working on. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to scroll all the way to the bottom and I'm going to load it from 1. So as you can see, we have this one saved right here under my saved generations. As you can see, it's saved right here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to load that. So I'm going to click right here. I'm going to click load. All right, I clicked it. So now let me check here and make sure it's loaded. Okay, so as you can see, it started to load as everything here. It has the title. It has everything that we selected here. So let me see. It doesn't have our tabs and all of that though, but that's fine. I just need the hex code. And there it is right there, the hex code. So this is the hex code that we used. So I have that from the actual cover studio. So now what I'm going to do is actually go up here to this tab right here. And I'm going to right click and I'm going to duplicate the tab. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what my computer is doing. Finally, I don't know what my computer was doing. So we're going to go to duplicate tab. Okay, so now we're in the same cover studio. So what you're going to do, we're going to go back to the other studios. And what we're going to do is we're going to go now to the planner studio. Right? And then what we're going to do is now we're in the planner studio, right? So we already finished the monthly and all of that. So we're going to go to the next one, right? So as you can see, I wasn't able to save anything for this one because it had abruptly cut off. So I wasn't able to actually go ahead and save that, but that's fine. I'm going to just pull from the previous chat that we were in before to get all of the information. And I'm going to make sure I go ahead and save it so that I don't have to worry about that happening again, which I don't think is supposed to be no storm today, though. So we should be good. But we shall see. We shall see. It does look really gloomy outside, but it makes sense because yesterday it was actually, storming. So, okay. So now, let me see. What layout do we need to do again? So we need to... So right now we need to work on the index page, right? So we need to work on the index. We have our yearly, we have our monthly pages, right? We have our yearly, we have our monthly pages. So now we have to actually work on the actual index page right here. Okay, the index page. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the index page here. But before I do that for the index page, I need to know what do I want? Like, I need to know what extra pages do I want, because how I was planning on doing my actual planner, right, is, as you can see, I have the monthly and I have these custom sections because I'm the type of girl that I can switch up what I want. So I could switch it up. Sometimes I might want this layout. Sometimes I might want this one. So that's why I don't limit myself. That is why I add the custom tabs up here, right? This is exactly why I added the custom tabs. Do 1 to 5. All of this is custom. So anything that I want to add that I can't think of right now, that if I want to add it later, I have custom pages so I can just add a direct template to my actual planner itself, right? So that is why I added that, as well as the same thing with the custom notes, because sometimes I might want a different view for taking notes. Sometimes I might want a Y ruled or a college rule, or sometimes I might want, let's say, for example, Cornell notes. I probably would never really use that, but this is just to give examples. That's why I have all of these. Excuse me, y'all. That's why I have all of these custom sections. But as you can see, we have an index, right? So how I'm going to have it set up is we're going to have our yearly and monthlies here. This is a 6-month planner that I'm making for myself. There's no need for me to start from January if January is already gone. So I'm started from June, right? And then this is a 6 months planner, right? So as you can see, we have the tabs on the side, but I want to set it up so if I click the index, I have extra pages that I can go to that is not directly on the side if I want to. So I want to see what other pages do I need, to see what do I need to add, or should I just add some custom pages to the index so that I can just add whatever I want to later on, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some inspiration and see if there's anything that I can't think of right now that I might need for this business planner. I'm going to go to ETSY, right? So I'm going to go to ETSY, right? And I'm going to see if I can find anything. And if so, then I might add that to the actual index page itself. If not, I might just I might just do some custom tabs within the actual index page. So that is what we're going to do now. We're actually going to get some inspiration on what we're going to add in the index. So let me go ahead and do that now. So let me pull that up here. Let me see, what do I want to add? And I'm going to type in business planner or business. Let me type in business digital planner right here. Okay, so then we have these pages, right? And I can take a look at these pages and get an idea of what do I want to add in my actual planner itself, right? Are there any pages that I would like to add in my thing itself? I do feel like I want to have like a monthly finance tracker, or like to see the actual monthly finance. I want to be able to track that. Let me see, what is this? Planning. I do want to have like a product, like a product idea type of planner or a product vision board. I do want to have something like that. Let me see what else. Let me actually start writing this stuff down so I can remember it and go from there. Let me see, what is this? Okay, good morning, Dee Dee. Welcome in, love. So what we're doing is we're working on our series of, I created a series on creating a digital planner, which is going to be a business planner, right? So I'm actually creating this planner for myself, love, right? So I'm actually creating it for myself, and I'm going to be using some of my tools that I created to help me to create this quicker, right? So what we're doing right now is we're actually creating a digital planner, right? And we're creating it from scratch. So for the first couple of lives, for the first live that we did in the series, we were able to get the cover, and we got this from the Altiair cover studio, right? So we used the Altiair cover studio to create this cover, right? So that was the first step. So we were able to create the cover. That was the first step. Then the second step on live, what we did was we actually created the interior pages, right? So we started creating the interior pages. So if I go here, you see right here on the sides, it's a yearly overview, and then it's the monthly starting from June, because you know, I wasn't about to start from January for this one because January is gone, and, you know, it's no point of me adding January and I'm not going to be able to use that page, and that's just going to be a waste of time for me. And I'm actually trying to use this. So I'm starting from June. So that is what I did here. I also added here at the top, I added five custom template pages, because I'm the type of person, I might change my mind. I might think of something later. I might be like, ooh, I need to add this. So I added some custom sections that is going to be blank pages. It's pretty much just going to have the layout, but I'm going to ask chat to make this a blank page so I can add whatever custom thing I want here. Then I'm going to have the same thing. It's going to be a custom notes section, right? As you can see right here, it's going to be a custom notes section. That is going to also be there. So we're going to have 6 custom sections for this layout. So this is going to be a pretty easy layout. Yesterday, we did this. It cut off on October because we had a really bad storm yesterday. So the lights ended up cutting out while I was on live. So we got to October and I did November and December. Well, I did October off live as well because when I did October, it didn't work. It didn't process because the lights had cut off. So everything, it just cut off everything, the internet and everything. So yeah, so that was that. Then now we're doing this right here up here. So this section should be pretty easy because most, like 6 of these pages is going to be the same. So, and then the other ones we're going to create from scratch in the Altiair Planner Studio. So that is what we're doing, love. And let me show you some of the pages that we did yesterday on live. So this was one we did with the actual Planner Studio on live yesterday. This was a yearly overview, as you can see. I'm not sure if you can really see it as good, but because I don't have it up close here and it's on my phone. But yeah, so this is what we got. These are the monthlies, right? So yeah, that is what we are doing. Thank you for the likes, y'all. Can y'all tap the screen and share the live? Can y'all get me to the first like goal of 10K likes? Can y'all get me to 10K likes, please? I will be releasing a actual free product for y'all that is going to help y'all choose y'all niches. For those of you, because I know a lot of people have a hard time with actually choosing their niche, right? They have a hard time with actually choosing their niche. So probably after this live, I'll probably go ahead and put it up so that y'all can get access to that. So if you're following me, go ahead. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me so that the next live you can be in here and I can go ahead and upload that for you. I've been working on it. It's pretty much about finished now. I just have to get everything finalized and add it to my stand. So yeah. Okay, guys. So let's get back into it. So let me see which page we're going to do. The index page. We're going to do the index. So let's see. Good morning, designed. Good morning, love. So let's see what are we going to add to the index. So I know I want to add like a product vision board. So like when I want to create new products or whatever for my business, I want to create like a product vision board so I can actually, because I'm a very visual person, right? I'm a very visual person. So I like to see stuff, right? I like to get an idea and see stuff. Yeah, I want to still write some stuff down for the idea as well, but I like to see stuff overall. So I definitely want like a product vision board. Okay. So I'm going to type that in. So I want a product for the index. Let me type in index, so I can know I want this in the index. And this is just part of it. You have to actually plan stuff out to get what you want. Welcome in Joe's Creations. So I have index and I'm going to type in, I want a product vision board, right? Product vision board. Okay. Product vision board. Okay. And then what's the, hey love. So this is actually mines that I created from scratch. So I hosted on my actual SITE, right? And then I host all of my tools up there. So I have 3 tools. I have the Altiair Cover Studio, which is what we use to create this cover right here, right? And many other covers. And then I have the actual Planner Studio, right? Which actually creates the Altiair Planner Studio, which is what actually created these planner pages, right? As you can see, this is July, this is June, this is the vision board layout, and this is like the annual calendar type of layout here, as y'all can see. And then I have a color studio, which we will not be going over today in this live. Thank you for the follow, love. We will not be going over today in this live, but I will show you really quickly some of the actual coloring pages that we were able to do. So this is one coloring book cover that we did. This is the front cover. This is the back cover, right? This is one that we also did in the color studio. So we have, as you can see here, we have among a lot of these that we did in the actual color studio. right? We have a lot that we actually did. This is a Black Girl Magic print paper book that we did in the Color Studio as well. So yeah, as you can see here, this is the interior pages. Let me show you one of those. So as you can see, but yeah, so that is that. We're not going over it. We do got some updates for the Color Studio, y'all, but we're not going into that right now because we're trying to make this planner. So we're not going to get into that right now. But yeah, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the lightning bolts. Sorry, love, I just seen that. Thank you for the lightning bolts. All right, y'all. Can y'all tap the screen and share the live? Let's get this live to 10K likes, please. Tap the screen and share the live. Thank you for the shares, Joe. Let's tap the screen and share the live, please. All right, y'all. So let me see here. So we're gonna work on the index, and I have product vision board. What else do I want? I kind of want like a monthly finance tracker is what I'm guessing that would be called. Monthly finance tracker. What else do I want? I need stuff that I'm actually gonna use. I don't want a whole bunch of stuff that I'm like not gonna use. So let's get some inspiration here. I could do a bill tracker for my business because I have a bill tracker for like personal reasons, but I usually use like a spreadsheet for that. I don't really usually use my iPad. I usually use a spreadsheet. So I don't know if I should add a bill tracker or not. I might. We'll see. I'll write it down just to have an idea. But I really probably won't use that as much because I like to use like spreadsheets for that I can actually like check off and say this is paid, this is not paid, da da da, like stuff like that. Even though I can check it off on the actual template for a planner, but I don't know. I just like using spreadsheets when it comes to stuff like that. See, like speaking of spreadsheet, this is a spreadsheet right here. This is a spreadsheet. It's got a bookkeeping, small business tracker, a calculator. So this is something that I would probably get to actually track my type of bills. Like I like spreadsheets when it comes to things like that because that's exactly what I have for my personal, right? That's exactly what I have for my personal bills because I have my personal bills and my business bills separated as you should. You don't supposed to commingle them. You have to separate them, especially when it comes to tax time. You want to make sure you have those stuff that separated. So guys, so far I don't really see anything extra that I want to add. So my little index is going to be pretty bare here. Because like I said, I'm not trying to add a whole bunch of stuff that I'm not going to use because that's just going to be me unnecessarily linking up stuff that I don't need. I was going to add a daily layout, but I'm waiting on an update that I have to add to the Planner Studio first for the actual daily tabs. And of course, the daily is going to take longer because I have to have a page for each day. Even though it's not going to be the full year, it would be half of the year because we're almost done with June. We're like halfway through the month of June, and then we have until December. And we're not starting from January that I'm creating this planner. So, but yeah, I need to get some ideas. So let me come over here and see if I see anything. We got small business planner. content planner. Already got a social media planner, financial planner. So I'm just trying to get some ideas, guys, for those of you that's coming in. I'm trying to get some ideas to see if there's anything that I want to add here. So I already have the product brainstorming idea or product idea. So I can add another one. So this is product brainstorming, and then it says new product planner. So what I put right here is product vision board. So this is just going to say like, what am I going to add to this product, whatever. So it's kind of going to be like the same page that I'm going to use to brainstorm. But I might want to actually write it out before I brainstorm. So I'm going to add that as one. I'm going to add that as one that, so I'm going to put product, product brainstorm. Okay, comma. All right, let's see if there's anything else that I want to do. Idea generation, product planning keyword. I can do a goal planner because I'm going to set some goals for me for my business, and I can do a goal planner. So I can definitely do that. So let me do goal planner. Goal planner. Okay. And then we have all of these goals, but I'm not really going to do that. Let me see. Yeah, that's what it is, called income tracker. So let me do that instead of monthly finance. Well, I'm going to do monthly finance. I'm going to keep that, and then I'm going to do monthly income tracker. Okay. Thank you for the likes, love. Thank you. I appreciate you, love. Let's get to 10K likes, y'all. If we get to 10K likes, I'll record this live when I get off. If we don't get to 10K likes, then I don't know if I'm going to be recording it, because that means y'all don't want it. Good morning, love. Welcome in. Good morning. Today we're working on creating a digital planner. Right now I'm planning out the index on what I want to have on my index page. This is the cover that we got from the Altiair cover studio. So this is the cover that we actually got. So we're working off of this cover. Now, I do have to kind of start from scratch again from the beginning because I wasn't able to save it before I got off because I had a storm yesterday. I don't know if y'all was on the live, but I had a storm yesterday that ended up cutting off the lights while I was on the live. So I kind of lost that. So I wasn't able to save it. So we're going to have to go back from where we prompted to put it in chat, and we're going to get the description and all of that stuff. But I'm going to re-go over what you would do, but I won't have to type it in because I already did this part yesterday. So when we actually create the first page that we're going to be creating today, but I'll go over that for y'all just in a few, after I finish planning out what I want my index to have, because I have to do this before I actually create my index. So yeah, I think, did I already write down bill tracker? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's see. I don't really want a expense tracker. I'm gonna just do that on the actual. I'm gonna use like a bookkeeping like for that, so I would to check my expenses and stuff. So I don't really need that. So I'm not gonna manually do that. Yes, thank you, love. Thank you, Dee Dee. Yes, y'all listen to my girl Dee Dee. Make sure y'all follow, like, and share the live. Okay, let me see. Monthly budget, cost of purchase tracker. I think this is gonna be about it, to be honest. Thank you for your daily heart me, Carm. I appreciate it, love. Okay, I don't really need all of this other stuff right here. I might do the sales tracker. Do I need a discount and coupon tracker? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna do like a sales tracker. And I think that's going to be it, guys. I think that's going to be it for the index. Like I said, I don't really need that much. When you're having a digital business, like a digital marketing type of business, you don't really need that much. It's not like a physical business. Like I done did the physical before. I done sold lashes and contacts and hair and all of that stuff before. And it's more physical. Like I had to actually ship stuff, package stuff, all of that type of stuff. I had to go to the post office. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to do all of that. Now that I'm doing the digital business, I don't have to do that. I literally put up a product, create it one time, put up a product, and then I'm able to sell it over and over and over and over and over again. And I don't have to ship nothing out. I literally have automatic through Stan or whatever software I use that will automatically send it to the customer. And I don't have to worry about none of that. Okay. So that is the benefit of digital marketing. That's why I said I think I actually found my business that I really want. That's why I created a niche finder, the Altiair niche finder, right? I should be finalizing it after this live, so it should be up for y'all to get. It will be free. So once I finish it, I'll finalize it after this live and I'll put it up so y'all can actually use it. But yeah, it's definitely a niche finder. And I created this because I feel like this was one of the main things that was my problem in the beginning of starting, is like I couldn't choose where to start. I done tried so many different businesses in my life, and it's like either one didn't really connect with me, or I just didn't see myself doing that, or I'm going to be honest with myself, or I was just chasing the next shiny object. To be honest, I had shiny object syndrome. So that was an issue for me. But now I'm past that issue, and, I'm over that. Sometimes you got to live life and do what you got to do and be in it to actually get past it. And then I already feel like God has already called me for this particular. I already knew he called me for business, but I really feel in my heart that he has called me for this. So this is why I continue to do this, and I love it. I wanted something that will allow me to have time freedom, that will allow me to have location freedom, and that will allow me to have financial freedom. And digital marketing does all of that. So yes. So sorry about the little rant, y'all. But I just had to harp on that because that is something. You said I've tried a few businesses myself over the last 5 years. Yeah, Larosky. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, but yeah, I totally get it. Like I tried so many businesses in my life, and I'm probably gonna forget some when I go over it. But I have tried. First, I was an author, right? I was under somebody else. I was an author. Then was street literature. Then I went from that to owning my own publishing company, and I had multiple authors under me. Then I went from being an author to actually having a physical business where I was selling contacts, lashes, hair. Then I went from that to drop shipping. And then what else did I do? I didn't have multiple business. I done been in real estate, which all of my businesses that I had, I made money in every last one of them. Every last business I had, I made money. I made a lot of money in real estate. I made money in like all of my businesses. But it's like when I was doing real estate, I love, obviously the money was good, but I didn't want to, when I was doing real estate, I was doing wholesaling. So I had to drive to people's places, look at the property, right? Look at the property, see about the property, take photos of the property, list the property, market the property, sell the property. So it was a lot of hands-on type of work. It was a lot of labor I had to do. It wasn't really passive. It wasn't really that I can make money in my sleep. It wasn't really I can make money in my sleep and not on my feet type of vibe. And that's the type of vibe I wanted. It wasn't really location freedom. It's like for real estate or for the other businesses that I would do, it didn't allow me to have the time freedom and the location freedom and the financial freedom that I wanted. Not saying that it couldn't, because the real estate and all of the other businesses, yes, I made money in it. And if I would have stuck with it long enough, I probably could have. But it wouldn't have gave me the passive income like digital marketing would have. It wouldn't really gave me the location freedom either, to be honest, because with real estate, yeah, you technically there's real estate everywhere, but with real estate, I was in a certain niche. Like I was in a certain niche, the area that I was at. So if I would have just wanted to move and get up, I would have had to take a vacation, take a break, put the business on hold, then come back and do it. And with digital marketing, I could put the business on, I can take a vacation. And if I wanted to, I could work on it while I'm on vacation. If I wanted to, I can do what I want to. All I need is a computer and a laptop. Like that is it. Notary Public and drop shipping twice. Oh, I understand that. I understand that. Yeah, I did the drop shipping. The drop shipping was short lived for me. It was very short lived for me, but I definitely dabbled in it a little bit. But that was very short lived for me. Thank you for the follow, love. Thank y'all for the likes. Can we get to 10K likes, please? Let's get this live pushed out, y'all. 10K likes. I'm showing y'all some valuable information today. I think that's it for that we're going to do for the index. So we're about to get into actually creating the planner pages. So if y'all are ready to get into actually creating these planner pages, make sure y'all tapping the screen. Make sure y'all sharing this live out, right? So that we can get more people in the room and we can help more people, right? We can love on the people, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, to love on the people. At the end of the day, I am God's child and I'm going to be a steward. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay. So now, guys, I think that is going to be it. What I'm going to add to my index. Let me see. What do I have here? So I have, for my index, I'm going to add a product vision board. We're going to add a monthly. We're going to add a product brainstorm, right? So where are we going to brainstorm the product? We're going to add a product vision board. We're going to add a monthly finance tracker, a bill tracker, a goal tracker, and a monthly income tracker. So that's only 6 things that we're going to add to it. And I might add some custom sections as well, just in case I forget, and I think of something later on and I want to add that, I can add that later. Welcome in, Missouri. No, love, you didn't really miss much. Right now, what we did was we're planning out the actual. No, I'm not using that. I'm using my own software or tools. So what we're doing is we're planning out the digital planner. So this is an actual series, right, of me creating a digital planner for myself using my tools, right? So I'm creating an actual business planner for myself, right? I'm creating an actual business planner that I will be using. So this is what we're doing. I just finished planning out the index. In the first live, I planned out the tabs and stuff, and then we actually created the cover. And now in this live, then the last live, when we had the storm, I actually did the right tabs, right? These tabs right here. And then on this slide, we're going to work on doing these tabs, and we might actually do some of the pages in the index. We might go ahead and do some of the pages in the index page. So that is what we're doing. Yeah, that is what we're doing. So yeah, we're going to be working on building out this digital planner. So that is what we're going to be doing. All right, guys. So we have our index overview here. Let me actually name this $1 million mindset. Mindset planner, so that I can have this labeled so that when I need to come back to these notes, I can have it. Y'all, I'm tired. Well, I'm Amanda from the Caribbean. Oh, welcome in from the Caribbean. Welcome in. I love y'all accent. I definitely love y'all accent for sure. Okay. Now, let me see. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and start making the index. So I'm going to come over to the Planner Studio here, and I'm going to actually start making the index. So I'm going to go to Planner Type, and we did add some updates to the index. Yeah, we did add some updates to the index, right? Excuse me. Hold on. Let me see. How do... Oh, she already pinned it. That's why. Hold on. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Planner Type. We're going to scroll until we get to Index Dashboard page right here. So now if you click right here, we have multiple index right here. We have multiple index layouts that you can choose from. You can do comprehensive yearly dashboard, year at a glance now, plus 12-month tracker, grid forward by 3, plus bottom 4 column section, plus notebook strip, right edge, cover tabs, right? So I would click this, but I don't really have that much stuff in my index, but I could still see what it's going to look like. But then we have single page layout with section card. We have all of this, right? You have all of these layouts that you can choose from. If you're not really sure, you can always run the layout, see if you like it. If you don't like it, try another layout until you find what you actually want. So my layout is pretty small. Like I only have, I think, 6 extra pages that I'm going to be adding to the index. But I just want to show y'all this. So I'm going to show y'all this one. I'm going to show y'all this one. And if I don't actually like it, that's fine, because it's not enough stuff that I have. If I don't actually like it, then I will just choose another index for my actual, because I'm creating this for myself. Okay, so I'm creating this for myself. All right. So the index navigation buttons. So this is not for the tabs, right? This is not for the tabs. As y'all can see here, this is not for the tabs. Oh, you're fine, love. We're just getting into it now. All we did in the beginning was I pretty much explained what we're going over. And in the beginning, I pretty much planned out everything. So I went to ETSY, and I went there and I looked at business planners, and I was just trying to see what details that I want to add from the index. But if you mean you wanted to start from the beginning, the first live, this is the 3rd live that we're doing on this series, right? The first live, we created the cover. That was the first live. We created the cover. The second live, which was yesterday, we actually created all of these pages right here. Well, we got up to October, and then my lights cut off from the storm. So we didn't finish October, so I did October to December off live, but we got up to like September. And then in this live, we're doing this top part right here, right? We're doing these top pages right here. and then we might get into the index pages. I don't know. Depends on how long I've been live and how it goes. But I might just separate the index on another series, because I'm planning on going live 2 more times today. Oh, okay. I understand, love. Well, no worries. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. I go live and I teach about digital planners, as well as I teach about creating coloring books and other different products and as well. So if you are interested in any of that type of stuff, just shoot me a follow. And if you don't catch it in this live, you should definitely be able to catch it in another live. Okay? You should definitely be able to catch it in another live. Thanks for the follow, Lemon. What time are you going live later today? Very, very much interested. Okay, Nazori. Yeah, just stay tuned and follow me, and you can catch my other lives if this doesn't help. Also, you can also catch my live recordings, right? So let me show y'all how to get access to my live recordings. And Lemon, give me 1 second, love. I'm gonna answer that question in just a few after I show y'all how to get access. So what you're going to do if you want to get access to my live recordings, you're going to click right here, all of the ones that I actually record. So if y'all get me to 10K likes, I will put up the recording to this actual live. If y'all get me to 10K likes. If y'all don't get me to 10K likes, I'm not going to put up this recording for this live, okay? Because that means y'all don't want it, okay? Okay. So now this right here, you click my face, you're going to click it again when it pops up, right? You're going to click it again, and then what you're going to do, this is going to be how you're going to get access to the recording. That's if I do have some recordings already up for my coloring books, right? As well as for the digital planners. But if you want access to this live, you're going to have to get to 10K likes. If we don't get to 10K, I will not be posting the recording. And I mean that. Okay. All right. So after you click this, my face, you're going to click it again. Right. And then it's going to bring you to my profile. Right. Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let's not do that. Okay. It's going to bring you to my profile. Right. And then this is going to be how you're going to get access to my recordings. You're going to click here. Then you're going to click right here on YT. And people were interested in my recording, so I created this so I can go ahead and upload my recording. So you're going to subscribe so you can be notified every time I post a recording. And then these are some of the live replays that are already up here, right? And then if y'all go ahead and get this to 10K likes, then I can go ahead. Just let me know we're at 10K likes, and I can go ahead and make a note to myself to actually record this live. Okay? All right. So, let me switch hands here. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm going to try this one out at first. We might try multiple, but we're going to see. Okay. Okay, so as you can see here, this is not the tabs on the side. This is the actual index. Also, to answer your question, Lemon, if you're still in here, I don't really have a set time that I go live, right? I don't really have a set time that I go live. I just go when I go, because right, I am a mother and she's 2 years old. So right now I don't have a set time. Maybe one day I will have a set time, but as of right now, I don't really have a set time that I go live. I understand that, Nazari. Yeah, definitely want to soak up all the information that you can get, right? So now let me show y'all what an index is for those of you that don't know. This is an index for a digital planner. So what an index is pretty much is just a source where you can come and you can click on it and it will link you to another page. So in simplest terms, that is what the index is. If I zoom in here, this is a index. I don't know if you really can see it because it is kind of tiny, but this is what an index is, okay? So this is what we're building out right now as the actual index itself, okay? So that is that. So now what do we want to add to the navigation for our index? So I can add a yearly calendar. I can add a monthly overview. Let me see, do I want to add a monthly overview? So we don't have a weekly planner, so we're going to take that off. I'm not doing the daily one exactly like that, so I can take that one off. I could do a notes section. But I'm going to take this goals off. I'm going to leave the notes. And I'm going to take the monthly overview off. I'm going to leave yearly calendar. And let me see, what do I want to add here? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in the actual custom tabs that we thought about. So I'm gonna go ahead and start adding that in, or that I thought about. I'm sorry, I said that we thought about, but product brainstorm, I'm gonna go ahead and add that in the index. So I'm gonna copy that, come back to the Planner Studio and paste that there. Then I'm going to click right here. I'm going to click add. As you can see, it added it. So then I'm going to go to the next one, which is the product vision board. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back and I'm going to paste it. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the monthly finance tracker. Right, monthly finance tracker. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it. Okay, and then I'm going to do the bill tracker. Hold on, y'all. It's getting the comma. I don't need the comma. Okay. Bill tracker. I'm going to paste it. And then for the goal planner, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. And then for the monthly income tracker, I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to paste it. Okay, so there's all of our custom index tabs that we added. So now we can scroll down here. You know what? Should I add a monthly overview? I'm going to add the monthly overview. Why not? See what it gives us. I'll see if I like it. We'll see what it gives us. And then for the year at a glance, for our index, so we have our vision board here on the actual outside. So right here, it's going to be our vision board tab right here. So I can actually add that on the index as well. So I can do a yearly vision board on the index. I can do an annual goals. I guess I can do a birthday and important dates. Do I want to do that? Habit grid. Welcome in, Empress. So we're going over creating my digital planner. I'm creating a business digital planner. So that is what we're doing right now. Welcome in, everybody that's coming in. Good morning, love. Let me see. Do I want to do finance overview? Finance overview would be good. I'm going to do yearly calendar. I'm going to do, excuse me, do I want to do an annual reflection for the year? I would rather have like a monthly, birthday. I'm going to do birthday and important dates. I'm going to do, but I think I have a habit tracker on my monthly page, so I don't really need it on my yearly. Let me double check that. I think when I created my monthly pages, I did a habit tracker. Let me see. Yeah, we have a water tracker and we have a habit tracker on my monthly, so I don't really need a habit tracker for my yearly. I don't want all of these habit trackers. Okay, so I'm going to do for the yearly, I'm going to do yearly calendar, vision board. I'm going to link my actual vision board, annual goals, and important birthday updates or important dates. Okay, and then for my monthly, as you can see, for a monthly, it says monthly mini blocks, small repeating tiles for each month, calendar, goals, budget, etc. So I'm going to do calendar. I'm going to do goals, reflection, income. I'm not really going to be tracking my expenses on my digital planner. I would be tracking that on like a spreadsheet or etc. So I'm going to leave expenses. I can do bills. And I can do habit tracker to link to my actual monthly habit tracker. So we're going to do that. And then for these section blocks, this is the actual major like sections on the actual block. So I'm going to do, we can do notebook paper. I'm going to do notebook paper. We can do social media plans. I'm going to do finance plans. We can do trackers and forms. And maybe business menu for like the, let me see. Do I want to do that? So we're going to have a habit tracker. We're going to have all of that. So that can go under tracker. The finances can go under monthly finances. The actual, let me see. Monthly finance tracker. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. If I don't like it, I'm going to try another layout. But because like I said, I don't have as much stuff, but I'm adding more now. So we're going to see how it's going to look, how this layout is going to look. If I don't really like the layout, I'll just run it again. So that's no big deal. Okay, so when renders a vertical color strip. Okay, so this is for actual tabs. We don't need this. because we have our own tabs already. So I'm going to do none for this. For the dashboard aesthetic, so this is the actual dashboard aesthetic, like what vibes are we trying to give for our index. So let me see, which one do I want to do? What do I want to do? I might do auto match because I can't really decide. I might either do magazine, editorial, lots of white space, thin lines, or let me see something here. I'm going to do auto match. I'm going to do auto match for this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to do auto match for that one. Let me see. I'm also going to add some more custom sections because just in case your girl forgets to add something and I want to add it, I'm going to add another custom section. Okay. So we have I think we have 5 custom sections, so we have 5 blank custom sections, and then we have custom notes. So that's technically 6. But since our numbers stop at 5, I'm going to start from 6 for my custom sections. So I'm going to do 5 more custom sections. Let me see. Custom 6, right? Custom 7, custom 8, custom 9, and custom 10. So technically I have 10 custom sections that's numbered. Then I have a custom note section that we're going to have. So we're going to have a lot of custom sections here. A lot of custom sections. Okay. So if I have an idea and I want to create a template, all I got to do is come to the Planner Studio, create the template as a save it and download it as a PDF, and then upload that template, or save it as a PNG, upload that template to my GoodNotes, and then boom, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. All right, guys, so we got to the 11K likes, so I will be recording this live. Thanks for everybody that got us to the actual goal of 10K. The goal was 10K. We got to 11K. So I appreciate everybody that was tapping the screen and sharing the live. So I'm definitely going to go ahead and make sure I record this when I get off live. So y'all actually won y'all gift of the recording if y'all wanted that. So for those of you that wanted the recording. All right. So now, thank you for the likes, love. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come to the scroll down, and under template type, we're going to scroll down because right now we're creating the index, right? We're creating the index. So we're going to scroll down until we see index page right here. We're going to click it. Thank you for the follow. And then under page format, thank you for the likes, love. Under page format, we're going to go to yeah, I'm going to go to single page portrait. Then under planner format style, we're going to do hyperlinked planner mode. Under page layouts, I'm going to keep it at auto. Let me see, how many columns does this thing have? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. I could do 4 columns. I usually do auto with the columns because I be confused sometimes with the columns, but I know that's the thing that some people like. That's why I added it. So that's why I usually always go. I always go with auto because I'd be confused on like how in my mind how it's gonna look. But in this example, I'm gonna go ahead and tread scared, and I'm gonna do 4 columns. If it doesn't look right, we're gonna just change the options until I get something that I actually like, and then I'm gonna add it to the final product. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So now we are at the page. Oh, we already did that. We're at the coils. So we already did this in the last example, right, when we went live, but when we went live yesterday, it was a storm, so it cut the lights out. So I didn't get to save it because, as you know, we created a new update where we can save our generation. So if I click right here, if I type in a title here what I want to save and I click save generation, it's going to save some of our actual stuff that we put in here. It's going to save it for us, like the important stuff like the hex codes and stuff like that. So, and if you have any issues with that, let me know. And then once I do the next round of updates, I will update that. Okay, so for the coils, I'm going to show y'all again what we're going to do. But it's going to be kind of quick because we did this in the last live. So I didn't get to save it. So y'all going to see it kind of be done again. But I'm not going to do it from scratch. I'm just going to explain it to you because I already have the chat and I already have the description because I already did this before. So what you're going to do under coils, you're going to click match coils from Altiair Cover Studio, right? Because we want to match the coils to our cover, right? We want to match the coils to our cover that we got from the Cover Studio. So we created this cover in the Cover Studio, right? So we want to actually get the coils to match the cover, right? Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So what you would do is you would need to describe the coils, right, to the Altiair Planner Studio so the Altiair Planner Studio can know, okay, this is what she wants for her coils. This is what she wants. Okay, this is the vibe she's trying to get. Right, so you will want to describe it to the Altiair Planner Studio, right? So what you're going to do to describe it, you're not going to describe it yourself, right? Because AI can describe things way more in detail than we can, right? So we're going to use the help of AI. So what you would do is you would go to chat and you would ask chat to describe these coils in details, the left side coils in detail. Whatever side your coils is on, which most likely is going to be the left side, you're going to say describe it in detail, right? And then you're going to get a actual description from chat, and that is how you're going to actually do it. So yeah, so let's go to the chat that we've been in right here. So as you can see, this is what we were doing yesterday. We put in the prompt that we got from the Altiair Planner Studio, and once we put in that prompt, we got this actual page here, and we got all of these other pages, right? So if I scroll all the way back up to our chat, we should have our coils. So let me see here. So as y'all can see, what I did was to get the coils, I uploaded the picture that we got from the Altiair Cover Studio. I uploaded the picture that we got from the Altiair Cover Studio, right? So we went here and I uploaded we actually put in all of this and we got our prompt and we uploaded it to chat and we got our cover. So I put in the picture that we got from the Altiair Cover Studio, right? And then we went to the Planner Studio. So then I went to chat, right? And this is the prompt that I told chat. Y'all can screenshot it if y'all want. Okay, that should be enough. So what I did was I pretty much told chat to describe the left side coils to me in detail, right? So that is pretty much what I did. I told her to describe the left side coils to me in detail. And I told her that it looks like it's another page on the side. So I need you to describe that to me in detail as well. Because I wanted to keep the exact layout that we have here. Oops, sorry, y'all. Oh, my head is starting to hurt. And I'm feeling sick to my stomach. Y'all, I'm not sure. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure out if your girl is pregnant again, because honey, it could be my hormones, because I had the Mirena, which was the worst birth control that I had, and I never will get it again. And I had like a whole bunch of issues with the Mirena, and then after I took it out, it's still bothering me, and I still have a hormone, so I have to wait till my hormones fully regulate, they said. Um, but I've been super, super, super sleepy the last two couple of days. Like, I've been extremely sleepy, and I was sleepy like that with my daughter, right? I wasn't like that with my son, but I was like that with my daughter, right? So I don't know. But today I'm not super sleepy, so I don't know if it's just the hormones or what. And then now my head and stuff, and I'm feeling like it could be the hormones as well, because like I said, my hormones are still regulating from when I had the Mirena, but I'll never get that again. You said I'm asking you to go live? I didn't click anything about going live. I don't know. I don't know what's happening with that. Is that what happens when I click invite guests? Because I did invite you one time. I clicked invite as guest one time. I didn't click it also. It's as me also. I'm not doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. I did click, or maybe it's the invite guest, but I clicked invite guest one time to, like, I thought that invited people in your live, like send it out that you're live. But I never like try to do the guest, because I don't do that. I just do like I just actually teach. I don't like battle or do none of that. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if it's because I clicked the invite. Because when I first went live, I did click the invite button because it says invite as guests. But I thought it meant like invite, people to your live because you're live. But maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Because it do have an option that says invite to co-host, but I don't never click that option, which is what I would think would be the one to actually invite you to go live with each other. I just like sent out the invitation to let you know that I'm live. I did do that once. I'm not sure what happened with that. But I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened with I don't know what happened with that, but I'm sorry about that, y'all. But okay guys, so first let me get some water, y'all. I'm thirsty. I don't know what's going on with me. I don't know if it's these hormones from this Mirena that I took out that I wish I never got. I wish I never let that lady convince me into getting. Or if it's like I could be pregnant, but it's probably the hormones and I'm probably just tripping, but I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea. We'll see in a couple of days, though. We'll see. I'll be letting y'all know when I announce it, if that's the case. Okay. Now, all right. So, like I said, we did this yesterday on live, but then the power cut out because it was like a storm going on over here where I'm at. So it cut the power out and the internet and everything. So I had to get off live, and so I had to finish the November, December monthly off live. So yeah, so what we're going to do now, since I already did this, I'm just going to go over it for y'all. And I'm going to copy what we already had so I don't have to go back and type and wait for chat and do all of that. So what you're going to do first is you're going to upload the cover that you got from the Altiair cover studio. Right, and you're going to tell chat to describe the coils to you on the left side in detail. Now, for this example, I also told chat that I wanted to make sure I included the little page that it looks like is going on the side of the left side. I wanted to make sure everything was included in detail because I wanted to make sure I get the description for all of this so I can upload it into the Altiair Planner Studio, and the Altiair Planner Studio can help me to get what I need so that it can match the covers, so everything can match on my end. And everything can match on my end. So, yeah. So that is what I was able to do with this. And then I just got the actual description, right? I just got the actual description. And then that is what happened. Okay, so I went ahead and got Marie out of here because if you don't like AI, then why are you in here? Okay, why are you in here? I'm not telling you that you got to use AI. I'm just telling you what I'm doing to make it easier for me. If you don't like it, then you can go on. I done already blocked her, so we shouldn't be having no issues from Marie no more. Okay. So that is that. So we asked chat that I uploaded the photo. So what I did, I clicked here, I clicked upload photo, right? I uploaded the photo of the cover that we got from the Altiair cover studio. Then I told chat to describe the coils and details in the little side tab thing. And then this is what chat gave us, right? So chat gave us this description right here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and I'm going to paste it into the Altiair Planner Studio, right? So that is what I'm going to do. And then for the layout style, we are creating a index, right? We are creating a index page. So I'm sorry, y'all can't even see. So so under digital insert layouts, I'm going to choose index page layout. Okay. And then under style aesthetic, I'm going to do feminine. I believe that's what we used the last time. I can't remember because like I said, we lost everything. Right, Megan? We lost everything because of the storm. It cut off everything, the lights and everything. So I don't remember what we chose. So hopefully we did choose feminine and I couldn't save it. So I don't have a log of what we chose yesterday. So I'm going to have to just go off of memory and hope and pray that it aligns. Okay. That's why we're going to make sure we use the same chat. So everything is known and chat knows what we're doing. And then also, the Planner Studio, we can get as close as possible, which I think we did choose feminine, or did we choose minimalistic? I don't know. But for the color palette, we're going to do auto, right? And we're going to copy that custom hex code that we had from the actual cover studio. I think you did feminine. Okay, that's what I thought too. So we're going to copy the hex code that we got from the cover studio because we want our cover to match our actual planner, right? We want our cover, as you can see here, boom, you see our cover. We want it to match our actual planner. Okay, so that is what we're going to do. And again, if you're new here, I'm creating a business planner for myself, right? I'm creating a business planner for myself that I will be using. One day I might actually create a physical planner as well. And then once I print it out, I'll show y'all what it looks like so that y'all can see and get an idea of it. Now, I won't probably be going into every single step of creating a physical planner because that's going to take a little more time. I will go over like the beginning stages of how you're going to get the cover, how you're going to get the pages. But when it comes to actually adding it to Amazon KDP, I probably won't go over that here. I do go over that, or will go over that in my mentorship. It will be a video that's uploaded in my mentorship. If you're interested in creating print books and you don't know how to use Amazon KDP, once my mentorship releases, that would be a good thing for you to get, is the actual mentorship. And you also get that one-on-one training with me. So if you have any questions, I think in my mentorship, I'm going to go live with the community, like probably once out of the week is what I'm going to shoot for. So yeah, but my mentorship is not done. I haven't even been recording any videos because I've been so busy with this. But I might, instead of going live 3 times a day, I might start cutting it down to 2 times so that I can actually focus on building the mentorship as well. Because I do have a lot of people that ask me about the mentorship, but I have to keep telling them that it's not ready yet. It's not available yet. So yeah. But so we went ahead and copied our hex codes from the Altiair cover studio here into the Planner Studio. So now we have that. So we're going to scroll down under build a custom color palette. We're going to leave that blank because we don't really need this for this example. We already put in the hex codes. Now, if you wanted to save this color palette, you can go ahead and type it in here. You can click add color and then you can save palette. You can name it and save palette. Yes, love. I'm going to be doing a mentorship. Yep, I'm going to be doing a mentorship. I just need to focus on creating everything, but I can give y'all a sneak peek of what's going to be in the mentorship. I have some of it out. Some of it is going to be further out, not like right in the beginning, but then I have some that's going to be out. So let me show you it really quickly. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to have a lot of stuff, and this is not even half of the stuff that I'm going to have. Every time, like, I'm going to add so much. Do y'all know how much I spent on mentorship? Do y'all know how much I spent on courses? Do y'all know how much I spent on educational business books? If like I spend thousands and thousands of dollars on this stuff. So I have a lot of information that I want to give and a lot of information that I definitely want to give my community. I'm going to literally, all of my knowledge, all of my information, I'm going to pour it out. Now it's going to take some time for me to get every single thing because I know a lot of stuff, but you know, I'm definitely gonna give it to y'all. Okay, so some of this is not finished. So again, this is not finished. So keep that in mind. This is not the final thing. Okay, so obviously we have the introduction, nothing too special there. We're going to teach you how to structure your LLC the right way, right? Because you want to structure your LLC the right way so that you can get access to business credit, right? So you're going to want to get access to business credit so that you can use that for marketing and to grow and scale your business. So we're going to go over that. We're going to go over how you can resell the actual mentorship program and get profit. So you don't have to create a mentorship. You don't have to create nothing as your first product. It's already going to be created for you, and you can go ahead and resell it for affiliate commission of 40%. So you would get 40% of the sale, right? So we're going to go over that in this module. We're going to go over how you can resell the actual generators or the actual studios. We're going to go over how you can resell that and get a commission of 30%. So you don't have to create it yourself. You can resell it and you can get the commission from it of each sale of 30%. We're going to go over how you're going to sell on lives. We're going to go over digital success blueprint. So this is everything that you're going to need to know when creating a digital marketing business. So this is going to be how you're going to start, how you're going to create it. It's going to go from creating your offer all the way down to actually your product, right? So that is what that is going to go over. All right. Then we're going to have a launch your first digital product challenge. So this is just going to be a fun thing that we're going to do in the community. It's just the challenge. It's just to challenge you to get your first product out there, to start actually, you know, selling and getting sales. Then we're going to have a grow your traffic challenge, which is going to focus on marketing, how to market your digital product, how to get sales, etc. Right? And then we're going to have one about building your social media, because before this, I had another page. I was doing credit repair, and I wasn't doing it myself, but I had like a bundle, a digital bundle where I sold a DIY credit repair bundle. I had built out that profile, right? But then I just decided to switch niches because I wasn't really passionate. Honestly, I wasn't really passionate about credit repair. It was just something that I did, that I figured out, that I fixed my credit, my husband and my mom's. And then I was just like, let me make this a business. But that wasn't a business that I was really passionate about. So I didn't really want to do that for the rest of my life. I didn't really care about credit that much. So I switched niches and I pivoted. That's exactly why I created the Altiair niche finder, so it can help you to find a niche based off of what you're doing, so you can try to prevent all of the switching and doing. But sometimes it's just part of the journey. So that was part of my journey. Okay. And then I have here about selecting the right platform. So based off of what you want to sell, it's a certain platform that's better than others. So this is going to be a module about selecting your correct platform. So then I have a PLR vault, which is private label rights, right? So private label rights is pretty much just where another creator creates a product, right? And you can sell that product for 100% profit. But with PLR, you have to change something on the product. So you have to either change the cover, the title, the branding, whatever. You have to pretty much make it yours, but you don't really have to put the text in there. You don't really have to do that unless you want to, right? And you can sell it for 100% profit. So I'm going to start accumulating a vault of PLR products that I create myself. And I'm going to list that here for y'all to use, resell, and do what you want to do with it. Okay. Now, at first, before I switch to the update that I have now for the Altiair Studio, before I switch to that, I was going to give away the cover studio for free with the mentorship, and the other ones you have to pay for. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that now because I switched to this. Thank you for the tier up. It's because I switched to this method that I'm doing now. So in this one, I might just be teaching you about how to use the actual products for the planners to create the planner. So that's what I'll be doing in this one. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. Like I said, this is not finished, y'all. This is not finished. This is literally raw in the cut in draft format. So yeah, and then I'm going to be teaching you how to create custom generators. So you know how I create the actual planner studio, how I created the actual color studio, cover studio, all of that. I'm going to be teaching you how to do that in my mentorship. So if you want to create your own, you can do that. If you want to create one that you want to sell, you can do that. And I'm also going to teach you about how you should sell it, because there's a lot of people out here that's selling generators for like $27 or is like low, like $19, 30 something dollars. And all of the work that I put in my stuff to make it exactly like it is, I'm going to charge my worth. And if you know anything about Alex Hormozy, he tells you that in his books that he reads, you need to charge your worth. Don't just try to be compatible with the market. You need to charge your worth. Now, you got to make sure it makes sense, right? You got to test the market, make sure it makes sense. All of my products I have tested already. I have got sales with all of my products, right? So I already know that my pricing is good. And I'm not going to lower it just because there's other people in my niche that has products for 27, this. I'm not going to do that because I know the value of my product and I have great reviews. So people really love my products. So why lower it? Why low cut myself? This is another reason why I don't recommend my students to go to Etsy, especially if you're first starting off. Etsy is cool and all, but Etsy, if you go to Etsy, you're going to have to lowball your product. That's what you're going to have to do to get sales, because they're going to be like, well, this person is priced at this, but I see this person right here, they're only $1. So let me go get this. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to make it harder because it's going to be very competitive when it comes to Etsy. That's why I don't recommend a beginner to start with Etsy, right? So that is that. Then this is going to be me talking about selling on Amazon KDP. So I'm going to tell you how to actually create a paperback planner or coloring book, whichever one you want to do. I'm going to teach you how to do that in this module. Then we have the credit repair mini course. So I have some hacks that I use to repair my credit, my mom's credit, my husband's credit, all in here that I actually used. So this is going to teach you how to repair your credit if you need to repair your credit, right? Then I'm still going, y'all. Then I have a credit repair roadmap, right? So this is going to teach you, after you repair your credit, how you're going to get access to up to 50 to 100K in business credit. Now, this is in text format. I will probably be doing a separate training outside of the community, a separate training where I actually do a video format that teaches you how to actually get access to business credit, because your girl has business credit. Like, it's the best thing ever. Okay, guys? So, and it really helps to grow your business, because this is, y'all might think TikTok or going live is the only marketing channel no, it is not the only marketing channel that I use, but you know, it's one of them. So, and it's a good one at that. So, you know, there's other ways. So you definitely want to get access to business credit. So this is going to give you a roadmap of that. Now, for me to go in detail on video, if you're like me and you're a visual person, you like to see video, I will be doing that separately from the community, and I will let y'all know about that in the community when that's available. Okay, so this is something that's secret. I can't tell you about this right now, but this is something that's going to come. This is also going to be later in the future it's going to teach you how to do webinars, how to sell your products on webinars. And then that's going to be something that's going to come in the future. So, but I'm going to release the mentorship before I do this. Okay, so pretty much. And then we're going to have one about challenges. So if you ever been on a challenge, thank you, April. If you ever been on a challenge, for instance, like like a 3-day challenge or a 5-day challenge where you've seen people do. It's going to teach you how to do challenges, right? So that's what we have so far. And I still have more stuff in my brain that I want to add. I just haven't added it yet. So it's going to be so much stuff. Now I'm going to be done release the mentorship before I add all of these down here. I'll probably release it after I finish from here on up. Maybe then I'll probably release it. I want it to be right for y'all because I don't want to just release anything. I pride myself in releasing stuff that's going to actually help the people. At the end of the day, the most valuable part of mentorship is you're going to be able to get a one-on-one with me. You're going to be able to ask me your questions that you're having while you're going through your journey. That is the best part of the mentorship. It's better than all of the courses, all of that. But I do want to make sure I have at least enough courses in there because my mentorship is going to be $597. That's going to be where it's going to start at. It's going to start at $597. So it's going to be, a little upfront cost, right? So I want to make sure it's right. And then, but the main part of where you're getting your money from the courses, definitely, but you're definitely going to be able to get your money from, you're able to ask me one-on-one questions, literally. You're able to ask me if you're going through something, you can be like, well, Kinata, what do you think about this? Or I'm doing this, but I'm having issues with this, or da da da. Like you can do all of that. So that is what that is going to be. But again, it's not finished. And like I said, that's why I don't try to harp on it too much because it's not finished and I'm not releasing anything. I'm not here for just a money grab. That's not me. At the end of the day, I'm a God-fearing woman and I don't feel like that would fit right with my conscience if I just release anything to the public that just so I can get some money. No, I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. That's not me. So yeah, guys, but that's pretty much what's coming. And I have a lot more planned for the mentorship. That is just some of the stuff. Okay. But yeah. Is there going to be something like school or a different? Yeah, this is a school platform, love. This is on school right here. This is school. I'm going to be hosting my mentorship on school. Yep. So let me exit out of that. Okay, y'all. Just a little mentorship break. I had to let y'all know about the little mentorship break. You know what I'm saying? But, okay, let's actually continue with what we're doing here. So now, excuse me. So now what we're going to do under the tab section, we're going to do no tabs. Why? Because we want to match our tabs to our cover, right? You see how this is? You see, this is the tabs, right? This is the tabs, right? Right? This is the coils. Coils, tabs, right? So now, as you can see, this is one of the pages. This is my birthday month, November. That's my birthday month. Thank you for the shares and the likes, love. I appreciate you. So as you can see here, these tabs match, right? All of this match, the coils match. And that is what we want consistently for all of our pages in our digital planners or even in our paperback planners. Now, for a paperback, I wouldn't add these tabs here unless you wanted to. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people just like the design aspect. You can definitely put this whole page just like this if you wanted to as a paperback planner, and it will just be a printed page that they can add to like that if you wanted to do that. Or you can remove the tabs and remove the coils and just have the individual page, and you can have it like that for a print, right? So it just depends on you. It's your product. At the end of the day, you have to decide what you want. Okay. So, but most commonly it's like done without the coils and the tabs. But again, we're in 2026 now, and a lot of people love art and design. So they would like to see stuff like this. Like, this is super cute. Like, this makes you want to actually plan. It's super cute. It's not boring. And, like, if you have a boring planner, most of the time, you're not going to really want to use it. It's just like, okay. But I'm just saying. Thanks for the follow, love. Okay, so we're going to do no tabs, right? We're going to do no tabs. And again, we did this already in the last live. I'm just redoing this because we had a storm yesterday and it cut the power out. So I lost all of my stuff when it comes to this. Okay. So good thing we had the save chat with chat because I saved it. So good thing we saved that information with chat. So we didn't have that issue no more. So under if you click no tabs right here, it's gonna turn off custom tabs label. That's good. You want that. So you don't want to use that. So you're gonna click no tabs because you're gonna match the tabs from the Altiair Cover Studio. So under match tabs from the match cover tabs from the Altiair Cover Studio, you're gonna click right there and you're gonna click yes, match my tabs covers exactly. Right? And then it's going to tell you to paste tab, blueprint, or describe cover tabs. So what you're going to do is you're going to come back to chat. You're going to come to chat because at the end of the day, chat or any AI is going to describe the tabs better than you can. Okay. So you're going to use chat. You're going to come to the same chat that you've been in, the same chat that you've been going, that you asked about to describe your coil size, and you upload the photo. You're going to come to the same chat. You're going to click right here. You're going to upload your photo. You're going to upload your photo of the actual planner, right? You're going to scroll down. You're going to upload your photo of the actual. I'm not going to actually do this, guys, because I did this yesterday, so I already have it in my chat, but I'm just showing y'all. You're going to upload your photo of the actual cover, and you're going to tell chat, describe these tabs, all tabs, to me in detail. That's going to be the prompt that you're going to give to chat, right? I'm going to exit out of this, and then you're going to send it, and it's going to describe it, and you're going to copy it. But I'm going to exit out of this because we did this yesterday on live, so I'm going to just scroll down to what we said. As you can see, I said, hey, chat, can you please describe to me these tabs all in detail, right? So then after I do that, you're going to scroll down here, and then you're going to copy from here. You're going to copy all of this, right, about the tabs. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to copy it. Okay. All right. So boom, right there. So we're going to copy it. Copy. All right. So then we're going to come back to Altiair Planner Studio and we're going to paste it. Okay. We're going to paste it right here. Okay. Now we're going to scroll down. Right, we're going to scroll down, and this is a index page, right? We're creating a index page for our digital planner. So for the date type, we don't need a date type because we're creating an index page. So we're going to do none. This is an update that I added as well, guys. So we're going to do none. As you can see, we can do dated or undated, but we're going to do none because we don't need a date. It's the index page. Then we're going to do for week start, we're going to do none again because we don't need a date because it's the index page. So we're going to do none. All right. Now for the month and year header, I'm going to also uncheck this. This is all automatically checked. I'm going to uncheck it. Why? Because we're doing an index page. We don't need a month and a year header. So what is a month and a year header? This is a month and a year header. As you can see, we have the month, we have the year. That is a month and the year header. So we don't need that because we are what? Creating the index page. So I'm going to uncheck that. Okay. I'm going to leave all of these unchecked because we don't really need that. Because why? It's a index page. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. We just need what we chose at the top. Now I'm going to try to remember what decorations that I chose when I did this the last time, because like I said, I had a storm yesterday, so it literally lost some of the stuff that I had in my actual planner studio. So I couldn't actually save it because it had cut off because the lights cut off from the storm yesterday when we was live. If y'all was live, y'all seen it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with what I think I used. So I believe I used watercolor, and I believe I used floral, and I also use washi tape, watercolor florals, and watercolor by itself. Now, I'm trying to think, do I want washi tape on my index? I don't think I really want washi tape on my index page. So I'm going to leave washi tape off for that. But if you don't know what washi tape is, this is what I did for my monthly page. And as you can see, these little things right here, this is all washi tape. So if you ever planned on in paper, like with actual physical planner, there's a thing called washi tape. So this is the digital version of washi tape, pretty much. Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep watercolor. I'm going to keep watercolor florals, right? Then I'm not going to add any custom decorations. and then we're going to get to the box style. So now, since we're doing an index page, I mainly use the box style for things like calendars, like the calendar boxes, stuff like that. Now the divider size, you can choose what divider sizes you want. I think I'm going to do thin, right? Let me see here. Let me check something here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to do thin. And then for the writing area density, I'm going to do auto because, again, this is a what? This is a index page. So I'm not really worried about writing. I think I did add a notes. Did I add a notes section to this index page? Let me see. I don't think. I think I did add a notes section. But I mainly want that for like notes that I'm going to be adding, not notes like that. So we're going to see. I want it for like notes tabs at the bottom, not like notes to actually take notes. So we're going to see what it gives us here. So I'm going to keep these both on auto, right? I'm going to keep these both on auto. Y'all, can we get the live to 20K likes, please? Can we get the live to 20K likes? We're not that far off. We're at 13.3K. Can we get the likes to 20K likes? Can y'all tap the screen for me and share out the live, please? Can y'all tap the screen and share out the live for me, please? I'm giving y'all some valuable information here, right? I literally didn't have to show y'all this while I'm creating, because I'm creating this for myself. I didn't have to come on live and I didn't have to show y'all this, but I said this would be a good thing for my people, right? So let me show them how I'm going to actually create this. So that is what I did. So if you don't mind, you know, I would love for you to go ahead and tap the screen and share the live out. Thank you so much, Amber. Welcome in, Sherry. We're actually in the series, we're creating our digital planners, right? And right now we're creating the index page of our digital planner. So that is what we're doing right now. Welcome in, love. Thank y'all for the likes. Okay, I do see y'all are sharing the live and typing the screen now, so I'm going to continue. I appreciate each and one of you that's actually taking the time out of your day to tap the screen and share the live. It means so much to me. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all. Sherry, thank you. Good morning. Good morning, love. All right. So now for extra notes, I'm going to leave this blank because I don't want to add any extra notes. I don't want to add any extra details. So I'm going to leave it blank, right? Or do I want to add any extra notes? I'm going to leave it blank. Okay, we're going to click generate prompt. And as you can see, the prompt has been generated. So we're going to scroll to the top. Scroll to the top. Right? And we're going to copy this prompt. Right? So we're going to copy this long prompt here. We're going to come back to chat in the same chat that we've been in. Make sure if you get out and you go back. So for instance, if something happened like I did, where there was a storm and it cut your stuff off, the lights cut off everything, the internet, all of that cut off because it was a storm and it cut everything. It cut the power out. Okay, cool. You need to know what chat that you actually used so that you can come back to it and use the same exact chat that you've been using to create your cover. Because this is very important. You don't want to confuse chat. You want to let chat know this is what she's working on. Okay, like you want it to stay within the vibe. You don't want to confuse it. So I recommend to save or name your chat. So how are you going to do that? If you come up here, you're going to click these three dots. You're going to click rename, and then you're going to type in whatever you want here so that you can know what you are doing. So if something ever happened, you're going to do this from the beginning. So if something ever happened, you can be able to come over there to the side and get it. And I also recommend pinning it. As you can see, this is pinned, right? So if I click here and I click this little thing right here, that's going to pin it. Okay. That's just how I got this right here because it's pinned. Okay. So you're going to pin it. And that way you can come up here to the search thing and you can literally search anything that you want. You can search the name of the chat that you wanted and you can literally find it easily. Or you won't need to use the search if you pinned it. If you pinned it right here, it's going to be right here at the top. So you'll be able to see it. So that is important, okay? Those are some important things that you need to do when you're creating, especially if you're creating something that you don't plan to finish the same day. You want to be able to go back to that chat. So chat can already know what you've been doing, and you don't want to start from a brand new chat if it's something within the same range, like creating a digital planner that you already been doing from the beginning, okay? All right. Now, we generated our prompt, so I'm going to scroll all the way down here. I'm going to click create image, and I'm going to paste it, right? And we're going to see if I like this, based off of the stuff that I selected. We're going to see if I actually like this index page or if I want to try to use another one. Because if I don't like it, I'm not going to download it because I'm creating this for myself, okay? So you can do the same thing if you're creating this to sell. You would just see what you like, do it. If you don't like it, try another layout until you get the vibe that you're going for, right? So that is what we're going to do. And if you stay tuned, most likely I can show y'all, I don't know if it's going to be in this live, but I can show y'all how to get, like, if you find a actual template that you like a layout that you like, you can actually mimic that layout with the Altiair Planner Studio, right? You can literally mimic that layout. So you're able to do that. Like, I have a student, I'm not sure if she's still in here, Empress, where she's like an author and she wanted to mimic a certain layout, and I was able to help her do that with the Planner Studio. So if she's in here, she can tell y'all that herself. I'm not sure if she's still in here or not, but I think she actually left. I don't think she's still in here because I believe she's at work right now. But she would be able to tell you that herself. Like, I showed her that. I literally went to above and beyond showing her how to do it. I recorded my screen, recorded a video to show her how to do it, and she was able to successfully do it. So let's see. It says one last tweak. So we're going to see what we're going to get, right? We're going to see what we're going to get. So while we're waiting on chat, I'm going to take some drink of my water. So let's see here. Thank y'all again for the likes, y'all. We're almost there. We're almost at the goal of 20K likes, y'all. Thank y'all for the likes. Make sure y'all liking the live, sharing the live out. All right. Okay, it did finish. So let me show y'all what we got for the index. And I'm going to decide if I really want to use this or not. So this is what we got for the index, right? So what we would do for the index is we would actually link it. So I would actually, so as you can see, this says you're at a glance. So I would just link all of these pages, right? If I wanted to do it for the actual index. So this is the index that we got. So it actually added, I don't know what chat didn't listen to what we said, obviously, because it added weekly. And I don't think I put any weekly stuff up here. So it added weekly layouts and all of this other stuff. And I didn't ask for that. So sometimes this is going to happen with AI. Sometimes it's going to give you something that you did not ask for, right? Within the prompt or nothing. So you can just either resend the prompt again and tell chat, only give me the stuff that I asked for, not all of the extras that you added, or you can do something else. But I'm not really feeling this layout, so I'm going to just do a different one anyways. Okay, so I'm going to come back to the Planner Studio, and what I'm going to do is, because hopefully chat gets it right this time, but what I'm going to do is, let me see here. Let me go back and look at this one more time. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. What is... let me see. They added... How much did they add? Yeah, because they added other stuff that we didn't even ask for. Yeah, they didn't even add all of the other stuff. I might also need to do an update. Let me double check and make sure it's not the update, because this is a new update that I added. So it could be a bug or anything. For the index, it's a new update that I added. So it could be a bug or anything, because I literally just added this like yesterday. So it could be a bug with the index as well, with the prompt, because you got to make sure when you're creating your softwares, you got to make sure it actually pulls from what you're creating to actually then get the final product. So it could be that as well, because I just released the update. I didn't really like take days to test it or anything. I just released it once I seen it was there. So that could be it too. So I'm going to actually go back and look at the prompt here, and let me see if it pulled it in. Because if it pulled it in from the prompt, then that means it's chat. That's chat issue. If it didn't pull it in from the prompt, then that's an issue on my end. So let's see here. Okay. Okay, we're gonna pass all of that part. We don't need that part. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Okay, I don't see it. Let me see. Let me double check, because this is a long prompt. Oh, here it is. Is this it? Let me see. Yeah, I might have to write that down to fix that. I think that's what it is, but let me see. Trying to see here, bottom section. Yeah, I think it might be a glitch in the update. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. I'm just looking through this prompt to see what is it going on. I'm trying to see if I can find where we did it. Okay, so that's the requirements. Yeah, I don't see where, unless I'm overlooking it, I don't see where it inputted everything that we chose here. So what I'm going to do is, let me come down here. I'm going to have to update that. That's what I'm going to have to do. So I'm going to have to come back to that, because I don't see it unless I'm overlooking it. I don't see that part. So let me make a note to myself. Hold on, y'all. Let me make a note so I can know to look at that update, so I can get that fixed for y'all as soon as possible. Let me see here. See, this is why I do this stuff. Good morning, love. This is why I do this stuff. So and this is why I actually use my products, because some people just have products and they don't even use their own products. So they don't even know. They're not never trying to make it better or whatever. This is why I do this. And this is why I do it on live also, because I could have just did it behind the scenes. But once I notice stuff, especially the new stuff that I update, that's why I try to use that more, so that I can see if there's something that I need to add or fix, or if there's a glitch or whatever. So I'm going to put a note to myself, and I'm going to say, fix the index dashboard. It is not registering During the actual selections. Okay, so that one is not registering the actual selections that we chose. So that is probably why chat gave us, well, it's not probably, that is why chat gave us the random ones. So that is something that I have to fix on my end, which I should be working on fixing that pretty much very soon. I'm probably going to try to fix it today. It just depends on how the day goes, but yeah. So we're going to skip that for now until I fix that, and I'm going to actually write down the index stuff that I selected so that when that time comes, I can already have this ready to go. So when I redo this page, so actually I'm just gonna save it. Let me save it. Actually, let me come down here and save the generation. So I'm gonna do $1 million mindset planner. And I'm going to click right here. I'm going to click save. All right, so it saved it. And anytime I come back, I can click load. So it should save my selections where I can, where I should know all of these. So when we redo it, it should be done. Hopefully it doesn't, just save the actual, issue from before that we're having. So I'm going to test that out on my end, before I come live to make sure it's working. And then if y'all want to see one done with the index page, then we can actually go over that. Okay. So that is an update that I need to finish or to update and fix because I did just do that update yesterday. So, okay. So let's move on to the next page then. Let me see until I go back and fix that. So we have our vision board. We already did the vision board page yesterday. So let me pull that page up here. Let me go to my Google Drive. So we did the vision board page. So this is the vision board page right here. Okay. This is the vision board page. So we already been live for 2 hours and a minute. So probably in a couple more minutes, I will be getting off for this session of the live, and then I'll come back and we'll do some more. Okay, so for this, we already have the vision board. So we're going to not need that. We're going to need, and we're going to wait on the index page until I finish updating that. So we're going to wait on the index page. So we're going to need the social media and the custom ones. And the custom ones is going to be very simple. They're all going to be the same layout. It's just going to be this pretty much frame with this page, but it's going to be blank. So we're going to ask chat to give us this exact layout with this frame, but it's just going to be blank, right? So this is not going to take that long because we just need to generate this one time and then we can just add it to all of these pages, right? So this is not going to actually take that long, right? So what we need to do though is we need to actually create the social media one, right? We need to actually create the social media one. So I need to find, what do I want to do? So for the social media, I don't really need an in-depth social media plan, whatever. I just want to do like a follower count type of vibe. So I'm going to see if I can find like a follower tracker to base the example off of for our inspiration. I'm going to show y'all how y'all can upload inspiration if y'all find a layout that y'all absolutely love. Okay, so that is what we're going to do for that. So let me go here. Let me go back out of this. And let's first let's see if we can find a layout that we're gonna like here. Excuse me. Now I don't have to find a layout. I can just put it in there, but I do kind of want to find something because I want something in particular. So yeah, so let me see, what is this? So this has target followers growth difference. Okay, I don't mind this. I don't know what this thing is at the bottom, but I might just screenshot from up here because I don't really want this thing at the bottom. Well, this is another one, notes. I might screenshot this one. Yeah, I like this version better. I like this version. So what we're going to do is we're going to screenshot it, right? We're going to screenshot it. And hold on, I got some of the other part. I don't want that. So let me screenshot it again. So we're going to screenshot all of this, right? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy it. And then I'm going to come to chat and the same layout, right? And I'm going to ask chat to describe this template to me in detail, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Hey chat, can you describe this follower count or follower tracker to me in detail? Give me a detailed description. Okay, so then we're going to send that. So now while we're waiting on chat to analyze that, we're going to come back to the Planner Studio and we're going to actually change all of our settings because now we're creating a whole different layout. So we need to change our settings. So for the planner type, I'm going to scroll down to custom here, and under custom, I'm going to do follower tracker because this is the page that we're creating. So follower tracker, or I can do social media follower tracker. I'm going to do social media follower tracker because why not? Social media follower tracker, right? We're going to click add. Okay. Then the next template type, right? We're going to come down here to template type. And we're most likely going to do custom template, but I just want to show y'all that we have all of these right here, as y'all can see, that you can choose from, right? A lot of them. But we're going to come down to custom template, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to type in the same thing, social media follower tracker. Gonna click add. Then for our format, we're going to keep it at single page portrait. For our planner format style, we're going to keep it at hyperlink planner mode. For our page layout, I'm going to do auto for the page layout. For the coil binding, we're going to keep the coils the same because we want to make sure the coils match. So we're going to keep the coils the same. For the layout style, we're going to go to, scroll down here. We're going to go to custom layout, right? And then we're going to come back to chat. I'm going to come back to chat because it should be done by now. Okay, so this is the overall layout, right? It's giving me the layout here. So it's explaining here. Let me see. I'm just trying to see which part I want to copy here. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to I'm going to just ask chat to give it to me in a detailed description prompt that I can just copy, because it's also just telling me what it's used for in this, and we don't need to know what it's used for. We just need the description. So I'm going to tell chat, hey chat, I seen that you actually was giving me a description, but you was also telling me what it's used for. I don't really need that. Can you please just give me a description prompt that I can use to give a description to the Altiair Planner Studio, so I can describe exactly the layout of this planner page. I'm going to add one more thing. I'm going to tell them make it easily copyable. Also, chat, can you make it in a little easy copy box so that I can easily just copy the description prompt? All right, now I'm going to send it. Y'all, we're almost at our 20K goal. Can y'all tap the screen and share the live, please? Thank y'all for everybody that was actually tapping the screen. I completely appreciate you. Thank y'all so much. Can y'all tap the screen and share the live, please? Thank y'all. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here. We're going to click copy. Thank you, Joe's Creations. We're going to click copy, and then we're going to copy it, and then we're going to come back here. Give me 1 second. Where is it at? Oh, right here. Okay, so we're going to copy it, and then under custom layout, right here, under custom layout, we're going to paste it. All right, so you're going to see this long line, but that's fine. You're going to click add right here, and boom, it's going to add that custom layout. So, and we're still going to need to add it again, so don't copy anything else yet. Okay, so we're going to keep all of this the same for the previous tab. So we want everything to match. So we're going to keep all of that the same. All of the tabs, everything that we selected for this, for the coils, for the tabs, we're going to keep that the same. Now for this, what layout are we doing? We're doing a social media layout. So for date, I'm going to change it to dated because I want it to be dated. And for the week start, I'm going to do Sunday, okay? And for the sections, I'm going to leave the section header blank because I just need this. So I'm going to just do I need to do dated? Because I'm going to just have one tab on my social media page. So actually, I'm going to do undated. I'm going to do undated, and I'm going to do Sunday start. I'm going to do undated, I'm going to do Sunday start. Okay, so for our decorations, we're going to keep everything the same. For the box style for this one, I'm going to do sharp. And for the writing area, I'm going to do balanced. Okay, and then remember that same description that we got for our layout that we wanted for the example that we wanted for our social media layout, we're going to also paste it here under the extra notes. So you're going to paste it in the actual layout, the custom layout section, as well as the extra notes. Then we're going to click generate prompt. As you can see, the prompt has been generated. So now we're going to scroll to the top, and we're going to copy the prompt, right? We're going to copy it. Then we're going to go back to chat. We're going to scroll down. We're going to click right here. We're going to click create image. And we're going to paste our prompt that we got from the Altiair Planner Studio. We're going to paste that in there. Once it loads, we're going to send it. Okay, it's finished. So then we're going to send it. And this is going to be our actual social media followers tracker page that we're doing right here. Okay. So after we finish this page, we're going to do the index page later because I have to update that before I do that. And I want my index to be a certain way. So I'm going to have to update that before we actually do the index. So we probably won't go over the index today. But that's fine. Because I have to do that update. But we're doing the social media, and then all of these are going to be pretty much the same. The custom layout, they're going to just be a blank page that once you upload it to the actual digital software that you're using, whether it's GoodNotes, Notability, whatever, whether you upload it, you're just going to be able to add your own custom template onto that page. So these are all going to be blank pages right here at the top. So we already have our vision board. It just finished, y'all. It just gave me a notification to my phone. So we already have our vision board, and now we're working on our social media one. And then we're going to add our index later, and then we're going to work on our custom pages, and that will be it for this live. And then we should be able to do more on the next live. Okay, so, okay, boom. So it gave us exactly what I wanted. So this looks good. This is exactly what I need. So this is it. This is what we got for our followers growth. So this is what I'm going to use for my social media, right? So I have the platform here. I have the year, right? I have this right here, right? And I can also put the full date here if I wanted to. It just says year, but I could put the full date if I wanted to. But yeah. So I do like this, so I'm going to go ahead and download it. Okay. All right, so I downloaded it. Okay. And I'm going to add it to my folder so that once we upscale, because anytime you're doing this, you want to make sure you're upscaling your digital products as well as your physical products. You want to upscale, because if not, it's going to be pixelated. So I'm going to drag this into the $1 Million Mindset Planner. Right, I'm going to drag that there. So once we upscale, we'll have all of our images that we need here. We're going to have all of them. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I do that as well. Okay, thank you for the likes, love. Can y'all help Amber out in the chat, and can y'all tap the screen and share the live, please? Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so let me see here. Also, we did unlock the actual recording of this live, so I will be uploading the recording of this live. If you want to get access to the recording, you're going to click right here, my face. You're going to click it. You're going to click it again once it pops up in that white screen. You're going to click it again. Then it's going to take you to my profile, right? You're going to click right here. Oops, hold on. I'm doing this with one hand. If I can click it. Oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all. You're going to click right here. If you want to get access to my live recordings, you're going to click right here. White. Not that. I was trying to click the YT, but you know, it didn't work out. So we're going to go back. You're going to click right here, the YT. I'm doing this with my left hand, y'all. I'm right-handed. I'm doing this with my left hand, so that's why. And then you're going to actually subscribe. And then you're going to see the recordings here. And if you subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can be notified. And then you can see all of the recordings here. Okay. Because a lot of people said they wanted me to actually post the recording. So this is why I'm doing this now. Okay. All right. So that is that. Let me see here. Let me make sure. Okay. So we have the followers growth. We have that. So let me go back here. Wrong page. Okay, so we're going to wait on the index. We have our vision board. We have our social media. So now we're going to do the custom pages, which we're going to have to create that one time, and then we can just download multiple pages. Excuse me. So we don't have to really, this is not going to take that long for this part. Okay. So what are you going to do? So for my custom pages, right? Or most people, when they have a custom page, it's just the same layout, right? But this page right here is just a white blank page. Now there's multiple ways you can do this to get this, but I'm going to use AI to help, because why not? It's easier. I can just tell it what I want and it's going to give it to me. Okay. So that is what I'm going to do. So how we're going to do that is I'm going to come over here, right? I'm going to come over here to chat. And I'm going to upload one of my pages. Any of my interior pages that we did in the Altiair Planner Studio, we're going to come over there and do that. Now, we also did this in the Altiair Cover Studio, You can upload this if you would like. It's the same thing, but I like to just upload the actual planner pages. But it doesn't really matter. You can upload the cover that you got from the Altiair Cover Studio, or you can upload the planner pages that we just did in the Altiair Planner Studio. Either one is fine. Okay? All right. So now what you're going to do is you're going to upload that same picture that you got from the Altiair Planner Studio. That's what I'm going to use, the Planner Studio. So I'm going to upload the last one I got, which would be that follower one. So I'm going to upload it. And as you can see, it has uploaded here, right? It has uploaded here. Thank you so much, Amber, for the tabs. I really appreciate you, love. You have been showing out. And I see you. You are not going unnoticed. Thank you so much, girly. Okay, so now you have the actual, welcome in, Steffi. Welcome in. So we're just, you're coming at the end. We're almost done, but we're actually coming through and creating a digital planner, right? I'm creating this for myself, and not at the end. I will show y'all it on my actual iPad at the end. It won't be today, but once we finalize and finish it, this is going to be a series. Then yeah, girl, you're welcome. I'm trying to get you pushed out there. Thank you, love. I appreciate it. Thank you, love. I appreciate you so much. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to actually upload that image that we got, or upload that photo that we got from the Altiair Planner Studio, right? We're going to upload that, okay? We're going to upload any one of those pages, okay? And then we're going to tell chat to pretty much give us this exact, keep the same layout, just make the actual interior page a blank white page. That's pretty much what we're going to tell chat, because these are for our custom pages, right? So we already got our layout from the Altiair Cover Studio. We got the layout of the tabs from the Altiair Cover Studio because that was the first one that we created, was the cover. Then we created our interior pages with the Altiair Planner Studio, right? So now we just need our custom pages. So all we already have the layout. We don't need the layout to change. We just want a white blank page right here. So the easiest way to do that is just to tell AI to do it for you. So I'm going to show y'all. So, hey chat, keeping the same exact layout. I want to keep my coils, keep all of my tabs, right? Keep all of the stuff on the edges of the page, right? The coils, the tabs, all of that, right? I need you to give me the same layout. Just change the paper to a blank white paper, okay? Just change the paper to a blank white page. We're going to check it. We're going to send it. This is the prompt for those of you that want it. This is what you're going to give it. Once you have uploaded your planner page that you got from the Altiair Planner Studio, we're going to send it. Oops, I forgot to click create image. Hopefully chat creates the image. Okay, it's doing it. So now what we're going to do, chat should come back and give us a blank page, a blank white page with the same layout, so that we can use this for our custom pages. Because if anybody in here does digital planning, right? If you do digital planning, then you know they have some where you can do custom layouts, right? So a custom layout is where you have it in your digital planner. You can go to it, but you might want a custom layout or something. So you can add a custom layout to that page. So you can download an actual layout, whether it's a PDF or a PNG. You can download it. You can download that and then upload it to your custom page in your planner, and you can do that. I might do some planning videos with y'all. I don't know if y'all would be interested in that, like some planning videos, so y'all can actually learn how to use GoodNotes at the same time. But I don't know if people would be interested in that or not, but I might try to do that and see how it goes. Okay, so chat did not do what we asked it to do at all. It just changed. You see what it did? Let me show y'all what it did. So this is the background right here. It just made the background white. It just made the background white. No, chat. We don't want that, chat. That is not what we want. So what we're going to do is going to go back to chat. Chat, I think you misread or didn't understand what I was saying. So what I'm saying is I need a blank page in the middle. So not just change the background to white. I need the whole page to be blank. It needs to be a blank page with just keeping all of the other elements, just a blank white page with nothing else but a blank white page. And then we're going to send it. Oh, that was my fault. I didn't click create image. Hold on. I'm going to copy this prompt again. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to click create image. And then I'm going to send it. Yeah, because sometimes if you don't click create image, most of the time it's not going to give you an image. Okay? So we got to make sure we click that create image button. So hopefully chat gets it right this time. We shall see. We shall see. How many people in here actually digital planned before? Like, how many people have used a digital planner before? Put a 1 in the chat. If you have ever used a digital planner before, put a 1 in the chat. Whether you created it yourself, whether you purchased it for someone else, put a 1 in the chat. I'm just trying to read the room and see how many people actually use the digital planner themselves. I'm putting a 1 in the chat because I have used one, but I can't put one, obviously. Okay, so chat finally got it right. So this is what I was talking about, y'all. When I say custom layout, this is what I mean, right? Purchased but never used. I understand that. I definitely have used one before, though. I definitely have. I done purchased a couple of them. I done made some before. And this was way before we had AI, which makes everything easier in softwares that we can create to make the prompts way better, like the softwares that I created, right? Because that is essentially how we got here. So as you can see, it did it, right? So this is perfect. So I'm going to download this. Let me click on this really quick. I'm going to download it. And this is going to be one of my custom pages, right? So as you can see here, this is going to be one of my custom pages. Now I'm going to rename this. I'm going to rename this to custom notes because I need 6 custom pages for this planner outside, right? So I'm going to name this custom notes. Right, let me make sure here. Because as you can see, I have a custom notes section, which is where I can bring in any notes template and I can put it here for my custom notes, right? And then I have each custom 5 extra custom sections. So whatever template I want to add here, I can add it. Okay, so that is that. So now that I already have my custom notes and I have my vision board and I have the social media and I have whatever, the custom notes, all I need to do is duplicate that page 5 more times because I already have it for the custom notes. So I need to duplicate that 5 more times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this again. Then I'm going to come and I'm going to rename this one to 1. I'm going to rename it to 1 so I can know this is for custom page 1. So I'm going to rename that to 1. I'm going to download it again. I'm going to rename this one to 2. Rename this one to 2. And download again. I got to do this until we do get to 5, y'all. So I'm going to rename this one to 3. Where is it at? Right here, rename 3. Then I'm going to download it again. Renamed 4. 4. Okay. Then I'm going to download it one more time. And I'm going to rename this one 5 for custom page 5. Okay. Then I'm going to copy all of these and I'm going to put it in my mindset, $1 Million Mindset Planner page so that once we're finished with all of the pages, right? And once we finally get to upscaling and linking all of the pages, we'll be able to have all of our pages in one folder, so we'll know exactly where to actually find them at, right? So as you can see, these are our layouts, and this is our actual custom pages for our custom pages. So this is what we created so far on the lives. So first we were able to create the Altiair cover studio and we were able to create the Altiair cover studio. We were able to create the cover in the Altiair cover studio, right? So that was the first part of it, right? That was the first part of the series. That was the first part of the series where we actually created the cover, okay? We went over that on live. That was the first part of the series. Then the second part was, okay, it's not changing. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to have to do it manually. So the second part was creating our first actual planner page. So as you can see, this is yearly. So we went down, we did this section on live, right? So that's yearly, okay? So this is with the pages we did. We also did the vision board one for this one right up here. So then we did the monthly, right? We did the monthly. Then we did the followers growth for our social media tab. And then we did our custom blank pages right here, okay? So that is what we did so far. So we're coming together nicely. We're getting there, right? We're getting there. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so the next live, if I go ahead and do the update, we're going to go ahead and finish that index page. We're going to finish that, and that will be all of the actual tabs on the side that we'll have to do. And then the only thing that we'll have to do is actually link or have the page for the index page where we're going to eventually link that. So after we create the index page, right? I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I want to add? Let me see. So once I create the index page, then if we have any new pages that we accumulate while we're doing the index page, we're going to have to create those pages as well. So once we have our index, as you know, an index is pretty much just like a table of contents that you can actually click on and be took where you click on, wherever that page is saying it's taking you. So we're still going to have to create the pages for the index as well. So this is the 6 pages that I said I wanted to create for the actual index. So we might be going over creating these pages when I come back. Thank you, love. I created it with my software. I created the cover with my software, right? I created the cover with my software, Altiair Cover Studio. And I created the planner pages and all of the planner layouts with my planner studio, the Altiair Planner Studio. And we have a bundle where you can get both together on the in the LINK and the BIO. And we have it where you can get it separately. So I'm going to show y'all how to get access to it for those of you that might be interested. I'm going to show y'all how to get access to it. And I'm going to set a 10-minute timer, and then I'm going to get off, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and get off of live. I actually do got to go to the restroom, so I might be getting off before the 10-minute timer. I don't know. I don't know. I might be getting off before. But for those of you that are interested in getting access to the Altiair Cover Studio to create your digital covers, right? Or the Altiair Planner Studio, I'm going to show y'all how to get access. First, let me go ahead and set this timer here. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to go, hold on, y'all. And then I'm going to explain it to you. Yeah, love. It's going to be a little while before I do the coloring pages. You can check my actual live recordings. I did go over one for the coloring because I'm creating a digital business planner. After I finish this digital business planner that I'm creating for myself, and I'm going to be creating that on live. After I finish that, then I'll be going over the color studio. But I'm actually creating a digital planner for myself on live. So after I finish creating that planner, then I'll be going back over the color studio. But I definitely have videos on my YT for that. So how you would get access to that is, give me 1 second. Okay, I will watch. Okay. Any topic for just $9.99. Yeah, I'm going to show you which one it is in just a second. Okay, so you're going to click my face. For those of you that don't know, I don't know if you already know Megan, but I'm going to show it for everybody that don't know. You're going to click my face. You're going to click it again if you want to get access to my live recordings. And then it's going to take you to my profile. You're going to come here. You're going to click right here, the YT. You're going to click it. And then this is it, as you can see here. This is it. And Megan, this is the one that you're going to need to look at. These two. These are talking about creating coloring books. So you're going to check out these two, right? So let me see here. Oh, wait, hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see, is this the one that, hold on, y'all. Yeah, you can check out this one, where it's just going to teach you for print coloring. It's going to teach you about the print coloring book. Or you can check out this one right here, love, if you're trying to see about the coloring books. Or you can check out this one right here, the second one. Okay, we're going to be going over coloring books. What is up, guys? Welcome. So that is going to go over the coloring books. You're welcome, love. You said, okay, you're welcome, love. No worries. Okay, so let me see here. I was about to say, what did I go to the Google for again? But that's to set the timer. Okay, so let me set a timer. I might need to set a 5-minute timer because I'm about to get off. But you can still get access to it when I get off if y'all would like. I have had multiple people do that, but I'm just going to go ahead and go over it. I'm going to set a 5-minute timer because I got to go to the restroom. So I got to go ahead and get off of here. I'm sorry. I'm going to set a 5-minute timer. Let's just do that. Okay, let's just do that because it shouldn't take that long. So the timer has started. So while the timer is doing that, hopefully I have enough time to go over it. If not, then it'll be a little longer. So for the Altiair Cover Studio, right? Hold on, where is it at? For the Altiair Cover Studio, it creates digital planner covers as well as print covers as well for planners and journals. So if I come over here, this is what the Altiair Cover Studio has created. So this is some of the actual planners that the Altiair Cover Studio has created, right? Yep, y'all get the point, right? This is a landscape one, right? And if you're not following me, you can go ahead and follow me. If you need to know more about the product, you can go ahead and follow me. I use it in my lives all the time to make my life easier. So you can definitely go ahead and follow me. And then we have the Planner Studio, which we've been using pretty much this whole live, which actually creates the planner pages. This was a planner page that we created with the Planner Studio. This was another one. It's a landscape view. Right, that's a journal page, another landscape, landscape, journal page, wait, actually that was a planner page, journal page, planner page, right, y'all get the point, right? This is one of my favorite ones. I love it. Love it. Okay, this was one we did for print. As you can see, it has no tabs, no coils, just for print, right? So this is one that we did for print for a wedding planner, right? This is another one that we did. So yes, you can see the point there. And then we have the Color Studio, which Okay, guys, so I just got a restriction here, so let me see. I'm about to get off anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we have the coloring studio or color studio, which actually creates the coloring pages. So this is our color studio, right? So this is what we get from the color studio, right? All of this is what you're able to create from the color studio. So let me click on one of the coloring pages. So this is one that we were able to create with the color studio. This was a cover that we were able to create with the color studio, right? So all of this is possible, guys. With the color studio, we did a Father's Day one as well, right? This is a Mandela Black Girl Magic type of vibes that we did, right? So yes, so all of this is possible, right? We did a K-pop one, and we did a flower girl type of vibe, or like a boho flower girl. We did a princess, right? We did a princess one. This was the mock-up that we did for the princess one. And this was the coloring book page that we did, cover that we did for the princess one. So yes, we were able to do so much with these actual studios. So these are the tools that we were able to use to create this stuff here. We did a 4th of July one on live as well. This is one of the interior pages for the 4th of July, right? So yes. So if you are interested in getting access to any of this stuff, how you're going to get access is you're going to click my face. You're going to click it again. Again, we have a deal with Klarna where you can get it for $0 down today, right? You can get it for $0 due today. And then it's for 30 days is $0 down today for 30 days. And after that, the lowest plan is like 21. Let me pull it up. Okay, so you can see it's $0 due today, and the lowest one that they have is $21.68 a month. This is if you want to get a PAY mint plan, but you don't have to do that. You can get it outright. So how you're going to get access to any of these studios, you're going to click my face right here. You're going to click it again. Then it's going to take you to my profile. You're going to click it right here, right? And then this is the cover studio by itself, which creates the actual digital planners and digital journal covers for print or for digital. So you're going to click this. This is for the planner studio, which actually creates the planner pages like we just did on live. So as you can see, this is what's created with the cover studio, right? This was created with the planner studio, right? This is the actual planner page. So the planner studio creates the actual pages. The cover studio creates the actual cover, okay? And then this is them bundled together. This is the, this is them bundled together. This is the best value that I believe for this live. This is the best value because why? Because you're getting a whole bundle, which is already discounted. And then if you use the Klarna for the $0 down, you're getting it for $0 down for 30 days. That's more than enough time to make a sale, more than enough time, right? So that, and then you will only pay like 21 something a month. That's if you get it with Klarna. Now you can get it outright, but some people get the PAY mint plan and then some people get it outright. So it's up to you. And then we have our color studio, which actually creates the coloring books. So it creates for print or digital, it creates the coloring books. So that is how y'all are going to get access, right? That is how you're going to get access if you're interested. Again, if you're just joining the live, you can go ahead and shoot me a follow. And we'll go over how to create coloring books and how to create digital planners. Right now, we're going to be going over digital planners because right now I'm creating a digital planner for myself, right? I'm creating a digital planner for myself for a business. I'm creating a business planner. So this is why we're creating this planner on live, a full in-depth planner together from actually creating the cover. We went over creating the cover. We went over creating the pages, and we're still creating the pages. And then after we get all of the pages, we're going to upscale it. And then after we upscale it, right, after we upscale all of the images, then we're going to actually link it up, right? And that's going to be the final product. Then we're going to export it as the final product, and then I'm going to show y'all it on my iPad in action. Okay, so that is what we're going to be doing. Y'all, I am about to be getting off of here. Like I said, I have to go to the bathroom. So if I go ahead and get off before you can actually purchase, the link is in the bio. Let me check the timer here. So we have 1 minute and 29 seconds on the timer. And after that, I will be getting off. So if y'all have any questions for me, let me know. If not, I can't wait for this timer to be done because I got to go to the bathroom. I'm ready to go to the bathroom. So after this timer cut off, I'm about to go. Welcome in, Misunderstood. You made it in at the end of the live, though. We about to get off. We about to be getting off the live. After 1 minute, I'm going to be getting off the live. After 1 minute, 29. What happened? Did it stop? Hold on, y'all. I think it stopped. Oh, well, it stopped. So I don't know what happened with the time. It glitched. So I'm going to just look at my, they did not appeal to approve. I figured that. I'm going to just look at my timer here. If once it turns to 10:03, I'm going to be getting off. Okay. Excuse me. Once it turns to 10:03, I will be getting off. Let me see here. Let me get out of this. Oh, let me get out of that. All right. We did a lot so far, though, guys, with the planner. We did a lot. It's coming along. It's coming along. It's coming along nicely. It's coming along nicely, if I do say so myself. I think it's coming along very nicely. I can't wait to use it. I'm so ready to use it. It's super cute. Super, super cute. Super, super cute. I can't wait to use it. So, yeah. All right, guys. It's 10:03, so I'm about to go ahead and get off of here. I'll catch y'all in the next live that I do today. If you're not following me, go ahead and follow me. If you missed this live, make sure you follow me so you won't miss the next one. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.